conversations. Y'all like that? Because that's like the intro thing.
That's like the intro.
Yeah, it's like that. Gunshots is for East New York.
East New York. Yeah, definitely for East New York.
Shout out to East New York.
Yeah, shout out to Best Star.
Shout out to shout out to Jewels who came home. Right. I guess everybody saying free.
All right.
I just showed y'all the video that he posted. I'm saying maybe something is wrong. What do you think is wrong? You think do you think it was punched out?
Of course, when he got locked up.
You ain't got no business posting pics and shit.
I'm saying maybe he felt like he should have put his dentures in. Maybe he didn't. He thought about it. I don't know.
That's some old people shit. Dentures.
People still wear dentures, right?
I thought that's like older. Don't people do veneers? Like the younger people do veneers, and the old people do dentures. Yeah, like.
Well, shit. What the hell you think is wrong with his teeth? We not.
Who cares? Whatever. Welcome home, Joel.
Welcome back to society. Listen, then he ran and then he turned himself in, right? Did you see that Conor McGregor thing though?
No, what's going on with him? I don't know what's
That's
going on.
Funny,
what's going on? 50 said he would bail him out or some shit.
It's funny because he was upset. Like at the Barclay, they had like. Long story short, he flew a private jet.
Okay.
Quote unquote, from Ireland to to New York, right?
Okay.
Because one of his mans had like issues, whatever. So he brung him out. So he flew the jet. They stopped at the Barclay. They was doing a press release for the fight that's coming out. That's supposed to be out today.
Oh, it is a fight today, right?
So what happened is that I guess he got mad. He realized that he probably was trying to beat him out of money because that's what UFC try to do sometimes.
Okay.
He got the dally and threw it into the to the tour bus.
Okay.
And it shattered and it cut like somebody. She was just funny because they actually saw it on tape.
They got it on camera.
Like he threw even the guardrail.
Dolly.
The guardrail he was about to throw that. Like these dudes are getting arrested for some dumb shit. ULs get arrested for running.
First of all, how you got a whole but my thing is that's what the problem is. Like you're responsible, especially someone who carries a firearm, whether it's legal or not. That's your responsibility. So I don't understand how you forget it's in your bag or don't know it's in your bag. Whatever. Like, you should always double check that.
It's called celebrity dumb shit.
I don't care. That's some dumb ass shit.
He just thought he was going to be able to get away with that shit.
Then you ran on out of there.
Yeah.
Looking dumb.
But like I said, like he ran and then Conor McGregor, he did the same thing. He ran and then turned himself in. Like, you people getting arrested. Why are you getting arrested for dumb shit? Mm-hmm. Like, listen, Conor McGregor got what, 100 or like 90-something million for fighting Floyd. I will be chilling with different women, like from different parts of the country. You know,
nothing should be getting to. Nothing should be stressful.
He's like, I want to fight. Motherfucker, fat, just chill. Sit down, relax, and have sex with all these women.
Didn't he just have a baby? Don't he got a wife and a baby?
All right, why you always gotta bring that?
Cause you wildin'. Like, hold up.
I just want everybody to have sex with everybody.
Remember, he just had a baby. Like his baby's like 8 months or some shit.
So he should be home with the wife.
Home with your baby.
Instead of in Brooklyn. Instead of in Brooklyn doing Brooklyn shit.
So he got what? He was mad because they tried to get over on him.
I think they tried to get over, and then one of the Dana White, who was actually the I guess the owner or part owner of UFC, they wanted him to be on the card, but I guess complications he wasn't on it, whatever the case may be. So they couldn't probably reach an agreement, and then they wanted him on the card, but he's their biggest fighter. Like he's their people. Moneymaker. People pay to see him. They don't pay to see anybody else.
Right.
So right now, I think like his career after that is gonna just keep getting higher because people gonna want to see that rage.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like we love rage. Why do men watch football? To see men get hit.
Right.
Why do we watch UFC over boxing? Because it's literally real.
That should be intense. I'd be like, oh my God, somebody's about to die.
Do y'all watch
that MMA? I don't watch. I watch football, the only sports I really watch is basketball and boxing.
Yeah, and boxing.
I could do boxing.
That sound like a regular black girl answer.
Is it? Why? Don't
like,
you
don't hear, but
Football, honestly, I don't really understand. I don't be knowing what's going on.
Because I don't know why
Right.
women say, I'll
watch
baseball.
it. If my man watch it, I'll watch
Like-
it. But I
Baseball to me is
mean,
boring.
Like
is
baseball,
boring.
like see what I'm saying? Like
Golf,
baseball.
like that shit to me is.
I love
I
golf.
like hockey a little
Golf
bit.
is my favorite sport.
Like what is so?
I kinda
Like
like
my thing is,
hockey.
what is? I don't know. Maybe just because I don't understand the technique to it. I don't know, but I find that shit to be a snoozer.
Golf? Golf is amazing sport. It's
Okay.
oh
Maybe
my
just because
God.
I don't really understand it. Okay, I don't know.
It's amazing. Tiger Woods has always been my favorite.
Okay.
Mhm.
You know, but after he
Who's
did.
another big player besides Tiger Woods?
Oh, Rory McIlroy. McIlroy.
Don't know him.
You got Jordan Speed. You got,
Don't know him.
You got Arnold Palmer, who's like
Don't know
99 years
him.
old, but you know.
I don't know these people. All right.
But these people, baseball. Do you know any baseball players besides A-Rod? Who's messing with
Derek
J-Lo
Jeter.
now? Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter. What
Okay,
else?
we know Derek Jeter. We
Derek
know
Jeter.
A-Rod.
Derek Jeter is not playing anymore.
I know, but you
Like,
said
he's-
who else do you know besides? I
Like,
said
who do
that's
you-
who I know. I don't know.
Who do you
nobody.
know? Like,
Oh, what's that boy that was dealing? The
damn,
boy.
she said, boy, hot
The-
damn.
Well, I mean,
She
hey,
checked this nigga.
the one that was dealing with what's her name? Evelyn Lozada. What's his name?
Carl
Crawford.
Carl Crawford.
Oh,
Didn't he hit her? He beat her?
No.
I
You was
the
cheating
other
on
one
her.
beat her, right?
I don't know.
You said you would beat her?
No, the other one beat her.
No, yeah, Ocho Cinco beat.
Ocho, yeah.
All right, 'cause
He
just-
headbutted her.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm saying, you still.
But yeah,
Same
that's
thing.
about it. That's all I know.
Yeah. She don't know. She's like, yo, listen, I watch football.
No, I don't like football. I just said that. You're not
Why you
listening.
don't like football?
Pay
What's wrong with
I
you?
don't watch it. I don't understand it.
How
I
you
watch
don't understand
basketball.
football?
Because
and
I don't know the
boxing.
different points and the different.
I mean,
like,
if somebody take the time and say,
Somebody
all
all
score-
right, now you do
teach
this,
me
now
and
you
show-
do that.
right.
Yeah, like I have to really.
So they
I
should
don't
have
really
like a
know
woman's
the,
handbook for football.
I mean, not
Like, they
really.
should come
you
out-
sent me the out, like you tell me, you show me what the plays
Can,
are, whatever,
can,
whatever.
can I say this?
I'll
like,
eventually catch on.
and
but
no, I don't want you guys to get offended, but football for dummies, right? For female,
Yeah,
Don't
well,
get
you
cute.
no,
a
it's
manual,
fine,
a manual,
because
a
you,
said that was
manual
fine.
you guys need
A manual,
a manual to
to be what?
Oh boy, we about
Okay,
to get
listen,
real
exactly
shady.
Listen, stop it,
know how to be
stop it. Nice,
faithful men. So
yeah, y'all do. Y'all need to get a handbook from a lot of these men and
A
like
what?
myself.
y'all all read from the same
That's
dumbass
a
book
fact.
anyway. So
That's
I mean,
a
I'm
How,
just
how
saying.
we go from that to?
Yeah,
Y'all
you
all do the same
started.
dumb shit.
See, stop it.
Anyway,
Oh, look at Sunny face.
See, stop it, because
Because y'all
It-
all
it
think
sh-
the same
it
way.
should be a manual, and I write it for these guys, and I write
how
it
to
for these
treat
guys.
a lady.
How to treat a lady. That's
How
How
the
do you treat a
etiquette
lady?
in a relationship.
how,
Men's etiquette for a relationship.
So how do
Perfect.
you treat
Bam.
a lady? What's your version of how you treat a lady?
How to treat a lady.
I think respect is the key.
Yeah, but
Respecting who she is and
Dating.
and her.
So if you respect her, so okay, let's.
oh boy, here we go. If she
Depending
act,
on what she
it
acts
depends.
like.
if she act like a hood rat, then you treat her like a hood rat.
Right, but if you have a woman,
I
a
feel
lady,
like-
You think you
how
can
you
like a
supposed
lady.
to treat her?
you treat her?
Who is that
There you go.
lady?
Well, you treat her with respect, like I said, and you treat her with honor, with dignity. You know,
But
I feel
respect
like you're
like
not even
what?
100% sold on that. He
I'm about to
just
say,
saying
don't
some
be
shit to
politically
say
Right,
shit.
don't be politically
you know,
correct.
you treat
but
her like,
listen,
you know.
listen.
Respect like how?
listen, you
Because
you want your
Do
you,
what she allows you to do.
listen
What?
when you with a woman,
How about
you
do what you're supposed to do?
when you with a woman that you really care about, then you do what you need to do to keep her, right? You keep her. So that mean if you gotta, take out if you know she needs to be her feet need to be rubbed, you gotta rub her feet. You know what I'm saying? So if she had a
don't
long
cheat on her.
if she had a long day, talk to her about her day. Like women like that. Women want to be like, oh, how?
and
oh.
that's the thing. I feel like guys don't like to talk.
right.
I don't.
Why
me
don't
personally,
guys like
I
to
don't.
talk?
Me
Just
personally,
conversate.
They just don't want to talk about what girls
What we want to talk about?
yeah.
But
What y'all
you
want
give
to
us,
talk
but
about?
it's like
We
you.
wanna talk
It's
about
all give and
everything.
take. You
Look
give
what y'all.
me my
Hold
time,
on, hold
I'll
on.
give you
But
your
look what y'all
time.
want to talk about now.
What you talking about?
How to treat a lady. That's what y'all want to talk about.
Cause y'all
I
got
mean,
into
maybe
y'all.
if you treat us the right way, then we can talk about how
Whatever else you want to talk about.
right how we should treat
It's
you
all
or how
give
we
and take.
what
you
can
give
we
me
do
what
to
I
make you
need. I'm gonna
good?
give you what you need.
I think women blow everything out of proportion as far as with the
Sometimes,
communication
maybe.
thing.
Not necessarily.
Because think about it, right? You in a relationship, in the beginning stages of the relationship, you guys are communicating, and then before you know it, that one time that man don't communicate. Oh, you never communicate with me. I was
That's
talking.
being dramatic.
I
But
was-
there are females like that who are
we was-
dramatic. I'm not gonna
We
lie.
was having conversations. It's just that one time I didn't say that I was coming straight home or I was doing
Why
this.
the fuck not?
See,
Where
there you
at?
go. See, and this is
I'm
what's wrong with men. Let me
I'm
give you
not joking.
men. This is what's wrong. You cannot give your woman that window where she can be like, oh, when you come home, you know, you get out, you got a 9 to 5, you get home around 6 o'clock. Like, don't always come home at 6 o'clock.
Oh, you saying divert
What,
from the
Like,
routine?
right,
yeah,
don't
because like
have
when
a
you get
Why?
when you got a routine, because your woman,
It gets stale?
because she's always on. Women are always on routine. They
And consistency. Yes.
feed your kids, do this.
Yeah.
Routine. So if a man is not always on a routine, then it allows him to be more of a free spirited man. Not
That's not.
think
I don't
about it.
need to know your
Think about it.
every
I don't need to know your
Because
every move either.
Some women
but-
do.
but-
Some women do.
No,
Some
I don't
women
want to
do.
do that
Some
because
women
I
do.
don't
Some
think
women
because I'm not going to give
do.
you my every single move. But if you happen to hit me
it's-
or
I feel
text
like
me or
it's
call
common
me,
courtesy. Like, yo,
say-
babe, I'm gonna be in a little later tonight or
No,
whatever.
it depends. It depends,
said what?
right?
It don't always work.
It doesn't
I feel
always
like it
work
does
that
depend
easy.
on the relationship and the female and whatever dynamic they have.
Like
It
you don't
does,
have to
but-
give me your every single move. Like when you're leaving work, say, "Well, I'm going here." Like I just feel like
But
at
I think
some
that's
point
what-
communicate throughout
That's
the
what
day
men.
with
That's what
me.
we
yeah.
get wrong though. We start like you come home
So do
every
you
day.
feel like if you're okay? Do you feel like you should check in throughout the day, or do you feel like,
No.
all right, I leave for
Yes.
work? I think you should. Then
You
some
should
guys
check
don't feel
in
like that.
throughout
It's like
the
I
day.
leave for work. I'm gonna see you when I see
It's
you.
not
When I get
Hold on,
home.
hold on. I'm not on parole.
No,
And I- and
no,
I-
I'm not saying you gotta call me and be like, I'm here. I'm just saying call and check in, like, what's up?
That's
babe?
what they
How
do
are
in
you?
parole.
I'm not saying, yeah, babe, I'm here. This
But
is what
that's
I'm
what
just
they-
saying to speak throughout the day.
All right, so look.
Just
No.
to speak. I don't care.
So
if
I
it's
don't.
hello,
So
what's up,
so
how you
so if
feel,
you're in a
how you
relationship
feeling?
and your boyfriend and your husband or whatever don't call you, and
at
on
least
his lunch
once
break,
throughout the
No,
whole
but
day.
how
I'm
many hours has
busy.
to go by?
I'm busy.
No.
Not one time throughout the
I'm
whole day.
I mean, you
busy.
can let
So
a
if you
few
leave your
hours
house-
go by.
I'm not saying
Right.
2 hours into the day. I'm talking like you working 9. Let's say you working some 9 to 9 shit. You're not gonna check in the whole day.
If I'm working 9 to 9, like that's what text messages is about. Like I can shoot
But
you a
texts
text,
are
hey
It's
babe,
fine.
how
fine.
you
It's-
doing?
still checking
A text
in.
is
It's
cool,
fine.
But what
I
I'm saying
still
is that
feel
I'm not
like-
gonna sit up there and be like, hey babe, yeah, like I'm on my lunch break. Hey babe, I'm
No,
getting
I
off
don't
work.
need you to do that.
Like,
I don't need you to. Do
I don't
that.
like people like that.
Right, because I don't
like-
want you to do it
Like
to me.
people
So
like
you don't
that.
have to do that.
Like literally, like my whole thing is, I'm not gonna, when it's your boyfriend and girlfriend, you don't. We used to talk on the phone late at night, right? Like some
That's in the
2-3 hours on the
beginning.
phone in the
That's
beginning,
different.
right?
That's in the beginning. That's
Right?
honeymoon stage.
So right, that's honeymoon stage. So then, like as the relationship progresses, right, you look at it a point where you like, do you really gotta have that conversation? Like you can see her when you want to see her. Like I don't have to. Oh my God, babe, what are you doing now?
no, we're
No.
not saying
That's
do that.
not what I'm saying.
Checking in is like you asking some shit you really don't care about.
Yeah.
I'm not really.
I mean,
What?
checking
Hey,
in,
babe,
like
what
just
you
to
doing?
say, hey,
Like
what
one
you
time
doing?
for the whole
How are
day?
you doing? How's your day going?
Right.
See,
You better care.
I'm just checking on your mental. I'm seeing how you doing. What if you having a shitty day? Let me brighten
Alright.
your day.
see, this is the thing. Like
I mean, I like to send.
that's why the communication at home is more important. Like if you guys are living together, then you could be like, all right.
Okay, so let's
Well-
say you're not living together.
So then you're not living together. Then you
They ain't really your girl.
ain't really your.
That's
you know,
not
No,
true.
that's
oh
not-
hell
so
no, that ain't true.
Once you get a girlfriend, you tell her to come move in. No.
Let's move in. We spoke
What's
about
the-
that before.
Unless we live together.
No.
Oh, that's kinda crazy. I don't know
I
about
really don't.
Because
agree.
you're not
I-
gonna.
I-
you're
I
not
don't-
gonna
I don't
be
understand-
with
I don't
them. You're not
understand
gonna
that
be
one.
with somebody
I don't
for
understand that
3,
one.
4
I don't
months and be
understand
like,
that.
move it. I mean, everybody's
Right,
different,
that's
but
different.
that is a progressive thing. That's not.
3-4 years.
Oh hell.
Excuse me?
Oh,
Wait, what?
I don't know about that one.
Listen, we
No, my boyfriend. You can't tell me that I'm not your girlfriend because we don't live
Because
together.
we don't live together. That's crazy.
So
I've never heard of that in my life.
I don't
actually.
get how that goes anymore because I'm not in that stage. But
Right.
like,
It
do
may-
you
it's
literally
different from-
like
That's
you wake up next to like by yourself like
what?
like
Well, in my case,
you wake up?
I don't.
People
We
wake up.
don't live together right now. We don't live together.
It might be like you've been around this long, so
Yeah, like oh now you're here. I don't know. It's just
all this
Huh?
other shit like we boyfriend and girlfriend. It don't be
No,
like.
I need shit to be.
But I
clear
don't
and
believe in
concise.
boyfriend and
Either we're
girlfriend,
together
though.
or not.
Like, I don't believe in boyfriend and girlfriend.
So what do you believe in?
Why?
Like-
Because you married now.
No, think about it. Like,
He's trying to belittle the boyfriends and girls.
You gotta start there before you get anywhere else.
Because-
That's
because-
something you work up to.
because a lot of the
So what do you believe?
a lot of
Wait,
the
wait,
boyfriend
you
and
didn't answer my
girlfriends is just.
question.
What
So you
hold on.
believe in just straight getting married?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
So
I believe that you should be able to enjoy your life without having a name, without having a title to it. If you're not in like,
No, if it's a committed
No, if it's a committed
relationship,
relationship,
no.
you're bugging.
If you both
So then you
agree,
should
You
live
say that
together.
now, and then the minute she tell you,
It
okay,
doesn't
I'm gonna
always
go on
work
this
like
date with
that.
this man.
Listen,
No,
if
you
you
can't.
if you're in a
I'm gonna go on a date with this man,
if-
and you be feeling
but
away.
but that's what's wrong with people though. Like people don't date like that's what I'm saying. Like you don't date. Women don't date anymore. Like it's more like
women don't date anymore.
Yeah, they're like hidden hoes. Everybody's a hoe.
Excuse
So-
me.
Everybody's
Nah,
not.
you just jumped out the window. I don't even know.
Come have a seat right here. What you
Yeah,
mean?
like
Hell is
you might as well
that?
get a damn mic. I
Hidden
don't
hoes.
understand.
What the
What
hell?
do you mean?
So it's
what
like
does that mean?
you
I don't
you sit
understand.
there and
So
you.
what are we doing? We're not married, but we're dealing with each other, but we're not boyfriend and girlfriend.
You're
What
not
are we
boyfriend
doing?
and girlfriend.
Girls and guys.
You
Girls just
No.
don't- girls
Maybe in
What
today's
hap-
day and age.
what
I
happened?
don't know.
All right, what
I'm
happened
like
to this?
usually single. I
What
don't
happened to
know
this? What happened to
like-
friends with benefits?
No.
What happened to that?
Everybody is
No,
different.
people do
No.
that too. People do
They-
that too.
you have that.
But
Concise,
it comes
like-
a point in time where you
Where
have to make
women
that
catch
distinction.
feelings.
Are we together or are we
Right.
not?
Why you
Like,
putting so much pressure?
It's
I'm-
not about
it's not
pressure.
pressure.
I'm not dealing with you for 3-4 years and I don't know what we are.
Look,
Because, no, it's not. Yo, because you're like, if we gonna keep it to friends with benefits, all right, then I know that I need to go date
You scared.
around
You like, you
and
know
find the
what?
person that I want to be with.
Right. So, but listen. So, what if it's the feelings are mutual, where you both sit down and you decide like we're gonna.
We're gonna
Yes,
try to
that's not true because in my
Yeah.
situation, yes, we have done that. What you mean? When did we have? We sat down and agreed.
When?
We agreed in the
When?
beginning.
How long ago was that?
How long ago was what?
Oh, it's-
When you
From-
had that conversation?
let me just.
When we first started dating, like the very first that, and within that very first,
The be-
right within that
Sonny's
very
here.
within that very first
When did
month,
you have that
I'm
conversation?
telling you now, within that very first month.
of y'all.
How
of
long
us-
ago was that?
Well, I'm in a fresh relationship.
So that probably was like a
Let her
couple
finish.
days ago.
Within the first month.
So starting in
y'all-
January, right, and we decided at that point that we're gonna just
See where
commit
it
each
goes.
other to each
Exclusive
commit to each other.
relationship.
No, well, yeah, well, just me and him. Yes, there's no one on the outside. You can't date anybody else. I can't date anybody else.
So what is
So
that?
we're in a
No.
committed
We're in a
relationship.
committed
That's
relationship.
a committed
I don't
relationship.
agree with that.
What you mean
So
you
what
don't
do
agree
you
with
mean?
that?
I don't understand.
But I'm telling you, as a man, he lied to you.
He didn't lie to me.
All right.
Don't do that.
But hold on, hold on.
So I don't understand.
But I don't-
like,
I don't believe in like that, but I believe
It's
in
always the
so
pressure.
when before you and your wife
It was no
became you and your
pressure.
wife, what
It was
were
no
you?
pressure. It actually was.
you saying that
What
because
were
you
you?
said
Stop. Before you and your wife were
What was that,
married,
like?
what were you?
it. They were cool.
complicated.
Now get the
Complicated.
fuck out of with that
Complicated.
complicated
It was
shit. Y'all
cool.
doing that's some Facebook shit.
There
Nobody
you
got
go.
time for that.
But what I'm saying is that you look at situations where women do not date, and women are not dating anymore. They just jumping into relationships.
Not
Am I
even
right
that.
or
They're
wrong?
not telling you they're not dating.
Yeah.
They're dating.
No, listen.
But casually dating.
Women
like,
are dating. What do you mean? I don't understand.
casually dating.
well,
They're
I don't know how to
dating.
date like
Girls,
that
they-
because
they-
I've always been in a
Honestly,
relationship.
They
Women
use
don't know how to
semantics.
date.
Actually,
They use
single.
semantics to say what it is. So to you, you be like, you went on a date with somebody? No, we cool. We just went out to eat.
That's
it's
a
not even.
date.
I don't even look at him
That's a
like
date.
that. That's
Well,
a fucking date.
That's
But
a
girls
date.
will
No,
say,
well,
I
my
don't look
They
at him
try to
like that.
downplay. I
Exactly.
understand
Right.
what you're saying. They try
Exactly.
to
Yeah, but my
downplay it.
boyfriend doesn't believe in like, oh, we're like dating as far as like you gonna date a few people, I'll date a few
Right.
people.
We're
No,
exclusively
we
dating
started
each
out
other.
with this friendship where it's like, okay, after a while it's like, okay, this is what we're gonna do.
That's why I said people wind up being boyfriend and
You
girlfriend
have
by
to
mistake.
make the
It's like
It's not
distinction.
we've
It's
been-
not by mistake.
we've
Because
been-
if
It's not
you
by
didn't want to
mistake.
do it, you wouldn't be
It
there.
wasn't
It's
not
like we've
by
been hanging
mistake.
out for this long.
Because we
We've
wanted to be with
we've
each other
been,
since
like-
high school. It wasn't a mistake.
It's like I whoop de whoop, you bleep de bleep for mad long.
wasn't a mistake.
All right, we might
That's
as well
not a
just
mistake
say
because
we
you can
boyfriend
easily be
girlfriend.
like, you know
wasn't a
what? That's
mistake.
not what I'm looking for right now. It's not. Nobody's putting. That's not a mistake. You want to be here, so you're here because you want to be here.
But men don't want to lose that connection. So if
Exactly.
you've never
lose
asked,
the connection.
yeah, like the option.
the options of
I don't
right, being
agree.
able
so
to
when
go
you ask a
somewhere
man
else.
the same way she just was like, we've been doing this for 3 or 4. What do you mean? No nigga's gonna be
and
like.
she was shaking while she was doing it,
Right.
like she was
No,
really
because-
She
serious.
meant
Y'all said
business.
some
No
bullshit.
nigga's
I
gonna
don't
be
know
like,
why. Check your
I respectfully have to decline. Niggas
Yeah.
gonna be like, yo, you my girl.
You my girl.
You know what? I don't want to get beat the fuck
But
up.
but then when you do
Close
that,
it
when
out
you
and try
say
again.
all right,
Close out the whole app.
you my girlfriend. Like and a guy says that to you, you my girlfriend. Like,
What are we?
That's the worst
you my
question
girlfriend.
ever.
That's
to
it.
ask
Why does that
somebody,
make
like-
y'all so crazy? I don't
That shit-
understand. Why does
Why?
that bother y'all so
that
much?
shit pisses
Why
me
you
What
off.
asking
are
me
we? If I'm
questions
dealing
like
you
that?
for
So
6
you don't
months,
think at one point you don't
have
think at
to
some point
address
that
it
the
like,
guy does
we good,
be the
we
first
good,
one
we
to
good,
ask?
we
Yes.
together.
if the guy's the
I
first
think
one to
every girl that
ask,
was
he
my
wasn't in
girlfriend,
a
it was like,
relationship.
I told them that they
If
was
what,
my
what,
girlfriend.
what?
If the guy's the first one to ask, that means he's recently just coming out of a
Yeah,
relationship.
like, you know what? I need
and
a new
he's very-
main. I
and
need
he's-
a new main.
and he's very vulnerable at that point.
Yeah.
And so he's gonna put a label.
I need
on
a-
it.
Very vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because
So
he
you don't
wants
think
to
he
know
really
He's like, I
wanna
need
be
a new
with you?
main
not
girl.
agree
So
with
what's up?
that,
You want to fill his
no.
spot? Every nigga has girls.
Yeah.
I don't agree.
Every-
Like
every-
any
yeah.
single male has girls.
Every-
yo.
there you go.
No, he don't
There
need.
you
Like
go.
if I'm his girl, if he anybody he
In your
wants,
mind, he
if-
don't
no,
need nobody
so
else.
if-
'cause
no,
you
no,
the
no, no,
only
no, no,
one.
So
no.
are you
If he
considering
wants-
yourself single?
if he wants, I'm not single.
Okay.
But if he wants somebody else, then we
'Cause
gotta bring her
technically
into our relationship
'cause-
together as one.
Because
There's
technically,
no on the side. He can't see her on the side. We're gonna agree to see her together.
because technically
or-
everybody's a single. I'm just
You said what? Technically what?
everybody's single.
Until married. Okay.
Everybody's
I
single.
mean, if you want to
But-
like that.
There you go.
Did you think?
But no,
did you
not
think
really.
that your wife was
because-
single
Right. Was she
until
single
y'all
while y'all
got
was
married?
dating?
Because you sure
Listen,
she sure couldn't have nobody else. I'm sure before y'all got married, right?
absolutely not.
So right. So then you're not
Okay.
single. You're in a
I
committed
was
relationship.
King Jaffe Joe.
Whatever.
Oh my God.
You know who King
So-
Jaffe Joe is.
Of Zamunda.
Oh boy.
Not
Like
Wakanda.
I said,
But I'm just
y'all
saying,
so
like,
Zamunda.
but if your girlfriend can't, well, your wife and your and
You were roll up into a restaurant.
Would
You see her
she-
sitting there with a whole nother nigga. Yo ass.
no,
is-
no.
But that's
listen.
marriage.
That's
That's
different.
different.
No, but
No,
even
before
whether-
marriage, while y'all were
No,
doing whatever you
listen.
were doing, you wouldn't be upset.
Absolutely
whether
not.
marriage
think
or
you're full
not,
of
You
shit.
know why?
I think you're lying.
It's because
You're lying.
if you're
but
doing
okay.
that, no, if you're doing that, then if I see you doing that, then obviously then
5,
I'm doing
6
something
years
myself.
into y'all dealing with each other, you wouldn't feel no way about that.
Nah,
Oh,
I'm going hard.
It would be
God.
more like I wouldn't feel
You-
away like
I wouldn't be like I wouldn't lose.
emotionally hurt. I would be like
Like we had.
I feel like
Remember
y'all full
the
of shit
conversation
right
we had
now.
earlier?
I would be mad
Like-
at myself. Like, damn, you got that's always been my. When I find out that girls
But-
be whole, even though you know already that the possibility, it's more like, damn, you.
I
got
wouldn't be
over on me,
emotionally like
as opposed to.
stuck or emotionally like.
I'd rather lie
broken.
than be lied
I
to.
would be more like just upset the fact that you should have told me you didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Mhm.
my thing. Like telling me like, yo, listen. I think that's where cheating comes from. Like you don't tell your spouse or tell your person that, oh, listen, this is what I want to do now. Why do men cheat? Men cheat because it's the thrill. Women cheat because of emotion.
Mhm. I
Right.
believe
So
that.
so if you tell your woman that, yo, listen, I want a thrill. I want a thrill. And she said, all right, well, what does that mean? What did that consist of?
Right.
Well, I want to be able to screw this person, this person, this person. And I'm definitely going to always come back to you because you're my number one. But I need the thrill.
She gonna say hell no.
She going to say, hell no.
Not
But a
every
woman,
it depends on the
but if
woman.
you tell a man that, hey, I'm emotionally
invested in you,
no, I'm emotionally detached from
Right.
you and I want to
Oh.
go somewhere else, a man going to say, all right. Because women cheat off emotion. So if a woman says,
Right. I get that we cheat off our emotions, but but would you agree? Like, what if
That's
you or
old.
her?
Women cheat like niggas these days. It's not just
honestly,
the
that's
emotion
kind
at
of
this
true
point.
too. Some
Now-
bitches
I'm
do
now
not
it
saying
is.
that
Now
they
it
don't
is.
with
without a
some.
Now it
spite,
is.
too.
Right. I'm
They
not
do
saying
it
that they don't.
out of revenge.
I honestly don't say that they don't. But what if she came in and it didn't matter if whether it was you or her
Mhm.
to a threesome? Like, would you be okay with that? To having a threesome?
with another man.
Oh, I don't know about another man, but I'm just saying.
hell no.
My boyfriend ain't agreeing
Yes,
to that.
hell no. So
Niggas
what's
ain't
the
touching
difference?
swords.
Yeah, I don't necessarily
I don't know.
have to.
I don't know. Ladies, tell
So
me,
now
like,
what-
would you
Yeah,
agree
hold on.
to?
So-
Wait, ladies, would you agree to having a threesome with your husband or your man?
I think you're going to get a lot
Honestly,
of no's.
I don't.
Well,
wouldn't
me
do
I
it
think
with
you're
personally,
going to get a
my
lot of
man.
no's.
I would.
I would do it maybe with
Because
somebody
a
I'm
lot of
attracted
a
to.
lot
maybe
of
that
a
I'm
lot of
cool with.
women don't like
One
to
of my-
share.
maybe
A lot of women don't
that's
like
the
to
thing.
share.
It becomes
And you
territory
know
'cause
what?
now-
No.
that
I'm
same
not.
female-
I'm not sharing in a relationship.
No,
way.
I'm saying in that
I don't mind doing that because we both being
But what I'm
pleased.
saying is that a lot of women don't
Now,
want
he
it.
turns around
They
and
don't.
starts doing the shit on the side with her.
They don't
without
want
you.
it.
No, he can't do that.
Women do. Women.
How they gonna
There you
contact
go.
each other?
That's
We
a
gotta
lot
do.
of stuff
We're gonna
like
do
that
this together.
happens.
We're gonna
So
do it
that's
together.
What happens most of the time.
It's
That's
hard
why
with
I
somebody.
say
We're gonna do
that's
it
why
together.
I say I would maybe do it
go
with
order a
somebody I'm
threesome
attracted to. So
on
maybe one of my
eBay.
friends I'm
No.
attracted to another person.
But
that's
that's
my
the
man.
thing.
I'm not doing a threesome with my man.
No, I am.
That's
I
why-
would. I honestly would. But I have to pick, or it can't be nobody that he know or he been with.
All right,
I was
somebody
told
random.
a couple years ago that if somebody was to do a threesome, they would do it out of the country. That way, you don't see the person.
You don't see the
like
person
that.
ever again.
And I think that's
Maybe.
I think that's logical.
That's more
right?
logical.
Again, if they
That's
not
I
more
mean,
logical.
that don't have to be out of the
Listen,
country.
Borrow, son.
I mean, maybe
Out
out
the
of the
borough,
borough.
bruh.
I mean, it depends. I don't
That'd be a
know.
Right, put that
small-
bitch in
I'm gonna
Jersey
see her on the
next
L
week.
train or some shit like
Stop
that.
it.
But what I'm saying
I
is
mean,
that
it's-
I wouldn't do that. Like
I don't personally see me
Because I
doing
feel
that
like
with
women-
my husband.
I feel like
with
women
my,
more
like,
if you
It backfires
you
a
in the
lot.
threesome, it'll backfire
it
like you just
backfires
said.
all
Because
the time.
now instead of coming home
That's
at
not
6
true.
o'clock, I'm
I've
stopping
known
at
a few
her
people
house
that have done it.
to eat dinner and then hit.
But
And
I
then you're gonna be
mean,
upset. I'm like, oh, who you? Oh, and then now the whole thing
now
is gonna
you
be
thinking
no,
like,
but
damn,
there's
you
no
wanna rock with her? Like,
no,
what
but
you-
it's no contact.
put a contract.
only
there.
con-
That's
No,
not-
the
I
only
understand you. I
contact
understand
that it
you're
will
putting
be
your
is between
stipulations
the
out.
only contact that it will be
Teak
is
wants to.
No.
Teak is like,
It's
no.
not
Teak
that
is
I
trying to
want. I'm
involve
not-
I understand.
No, no, no.
I
Can't
understand
control
what your
the
ideal
threesome.
situation
Let me get me
is.
some.
Let me get me
Why
some.
you can't control one? As the woman, you should be able to control a threesome. He
If you
doesn't.
there,
He
you
doesn't
can't
need.
control
No,
it.
he
Yeah,
doesn't need to
I
have
understand.
contact with the
Exactly.
person.
You don't, girl. Look at
Can
all
I-
the different ways there is
Can
to
I say
contact
something?
somebody.
If you
Yeah.
in a
you
threesome,
got
Okay.
Instagram, you got
So
Facebook,
I'd
you got.
rather have a threesome with my man than him to go on the side and
You
might
slide
have
off
a
and do
polygamous-
it because bitches
You might
slide
as well
in
make it a
your
polygamous
man DM
relationship.
regardless.
You're
But hold
right.
on.
You might as well
You're
make it a
right.
polygamous
But I'm
relationship.
saying
It's not going to be a polygamous
That's
relationship.
what I feel like.
But
We gonna have a
That's
threesome together, and that's just
and
it.
That's the
But
only way you
hold
can
on.
control
That's
it
just it.
without him
Listen.
sneaking.
No,
you gotta think about this.
no.
You have to perform your ass off. If
We
you in a
we
thre-
all three of us gonna perform.
No, as the woman in this relationship,
Right, you gonna feel like you have to be.
But I'm in
dominant.
Because you
control
have
because
control.
that's my man. So I'm in control. I'm in control.
In
You
your
might, you might,
mind.
you might think that.
I'm in control.
Until
He
they
might think
slide
I'm not
over
gonna-
I'll
the
be in
side.
control.
But when he's sliding into her DM,
And you don't even know that shit.
And you
now
sit up
what? You
there-
have no fucking idea.
you sit up there in the movie theater with him, and he there.
People
Right.
always want what they can't have.
That's what I'm saying.
I
So,
mean, y'all might try to convince me not to ever do it, but
Alright.
You do
it'll
your thing.
happen.
Do what you want
who
to do.
had a threesome before?
But
I'll have enough faith in my man.
Who had a threesome in
I
here
mean,
before?
that's a good thing.
I mean, I have
That's
enough
a
faith
good
in my
thing.
man
They
that
ignore you.
if
I
I
I
have
have
a
no.
They
I
can only
haven't.
answer.
I've never
I
had
haven't.
one.
I've never had
I've
one.
never had one.
I
I've
think
never
we
had
spoke
one.
about this before. You never had a threesome. You
No.
never had a threesome. I'm not gonna ask you.
He probably had more than a threesome.
I'm gonna say I never
So don't
had a
ask
threesome.
Sonny.
I've been to
You're
DR.
good.
I went to DR twice.
I'm
Oh,
never,
yeah, DR's
I'm
different.
gonna say I never
They ain't
had
got
a
no
threesome.
rules. They just.
But I feel like for a woman, if you're a married woman and you want to enhance your marriage, you want to
spice it up,
spice
whatever.
it up a little bit.
Mhm.
You really have to show off. If you got enough, if you bring in another woman,
I understand what
have
you're
to-
saying. You feel like you have to outperform
You
her
have to outperform her.
to make your nigga not want to go
so-
back or look to the side. Like, all right.
So that's your number. That's your competition.
It's a tricky situation.
But
You
that's your-
never know. Maybe she wants you more than the man. Like you don't know.
But that don't mean the man won't try to pursue it if they want to.
But this could be something that we both.
Would
what
you
if-
guys have two guys or what? Like
I don't want no.
That's a
First
train.
of all, my man not going for that.
I don't think
First of all,
any man
my
is
man ain't going for that. He's
That's a
not
train.
going
That's
for
not a
another
threesome.
guy.
Any man,
Ain't no
yeah, that's
ain't
a
no-
train. by the
no.
way. That is a threesome. That is a train.
Cause in the hood, that's called a
Two truths
train.
over here. That's not happening.
well, if it's two
That's
guys
not-
and a
That's
girl,
not
is it a
no.
threesome?
baby. That's a
No.
gangbang.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what Pornhub calls
But
it.
it
That's a
might
gangbang.
be to the
Shout
point
out-
where both
shout
you
out to
and your
Pornhub.
both me and my boyfriend might enjoy this. Where we'll always do this with
So
her
you wouldn't do it with
occasionally.
you wouldn't do it with two guys.
No, I don't want to do. No.
Oh, he just waiting for the yes.
No.
It's weird because you.
It's me, it's me and another girl with my man. That's it. There's no two guys and me. No, and he not going for that
But some
anyway.
women do like double penetration.
No, he can give me whatever. If I want double, then he'll give it to me. I'm good.
But double all right, you
Yeah.
gotta know what double.
I know what the hell that mean. I don't want it.
That means two
Use
guys.
a finger in that. I'm good. We not doing
Okay.
that.
This means
That's
two and a half.
double.
It's always it means two and a half.
So
I
you
don't not put nothing back there that don't belong back there.
you would do two girls, right?
Of course he would.
Two
You run
girls?
a train.
He'll probably
You
do
like-
3 girls at one time. Look at his face. Look.
I'm not
I've
answering.
been to
Oh,
DR.
man.
You
I'm
been?
not-
Oh, so you've been to DR? So
I've been to DR.
Twice.
I'm
Twice.
not- yeah. So Yeah.
No group of guys. Though.
So if your wife came and said, like, babe, I want to do something special for you. I'm gonna have a threesome. Would you agree to it?
Who's the girl?
You gonna ask her who's the girl?
Who's the girl?
I think y'all should pick the girl. I think you both should be able to
If
look.
you're gonna do it, y'all should pick
Y'all
it
both
together.
should
I
agree
feel like
agree on how she looks
That's
and
complicated,
everything.
though.
It's
always
not
somebody-
complicated.
There's nobody that's
Nobody's gonna.
y'all
Somebody's gonna be
mutually
unhappy.
agree. Yeah, it's
Somebody's
like
gonna be unhappy.
either she knows the girl or you know the girl.
Yeah.
No, why you have to know them? People
Yeah,
sit at the
you
bar and
don't
pick bitches
have,
out all the
right.
time.
They have something
I
called
know.
That
a
is
swingers
true.
club.
That's hard
I
though.
want
That's-
her.
It's not always that simple when you do it in that manner because it's
If
like
I had a friend
people
that
might
would,
look at you like, the
No.
fuck are y'all into that? You
But
just
there are
picking
certain
up?
places that you can go to
I wouldn't-
strictly for
Oh,
that.
I didn't know.
I
that.
wouldn't-
Yes,
but
I
I know.
went to me and my homegirl went to this resort in Cancun, and it was like strictly like.
See, that's
swingers in
different.
there.
I'm
I
talking
didn't
about, like,
know we
in
were
New York
getting
City,
You
like
kissed her?
I've tried it with
kissed her?
girls here, where it's
What?
like,
Kissed
yo,
her?
Kissed who?
Your
You said
homegirl.
My homegirl. No, we're friends.
Yes.
Yeah, look, like I
Hold on.
kissed.
Kiss
Hold on.
somebody else.
Okay,
Hold on.
Katy
Oh,
Perry.
okay.
Hold on.
It's okay.
You ever kissed
She
a
kissed
girl?
him.
You ever kissed a girl?
Katy Perry.
You ever kissed a girl?
You liked it?
You already know. I've been in a relationship with a girl, so bye.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
yeah, I kissed
See,
a
that's
girl.
why the threesome thing is easier. For
No,
you
it's not
because
easy. I never did a threesome.
But there's some girls
But
you're willing to because you've kissed a girl. There's some girls
I've
that's
heard
like, I don't want
several-
no other bitch.
that's a
touching me,
lie
period.
because a lot of bitches out here are fronting.
I know that.
Over
Damn.
80%.
She was going
of,
in. She
Over
did. She got
80%.
numbers too.
I'm
Let
telling
me
you,
hear. Go
over
ahead.
80% of these females out here will not have a problem being with another woman. Even
I
if
believe
they don't
that.
want to openly do it in a
Openly do
relationship,
it, yeah.
they asses will.
It's easier
fucking
when a
lay
girl
down with
approaches them.
another
Like,
woman
I've had that
and let
before.
another woman do
A lot
whatever
of
they-
times
I-
where
I'm telling
if I
you,
mention
you'd
it,
be
the girl might
surprised
be
out
like,
here.
no.
That's
But if
true. I
another
believe
girl
that.
mentions it, like,
Like no lie. I was told I was
You
a
feel
dog
like
and I
it-
wasn't,
it
and
comes
I
from a
wasn't
different
allowed to
place
do
for a
threesomes
female
because I
proposing
Yeah.
it versus a man.
yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
you probably did some things
'Cause
in
I was
your,
saying-
in your past while you're
Uh,
not allowed to do a
I'm not
threesome.
allowed.
But
I'm not allowed.
I mean,
What's up,
in
Lily?
my relationship,
I was string the other way.
it's allowed.
See, that's good.
It's allowed.
2 guys. That's good.
No guys. The hell? Why would you keep
Well, he
saying two
keeps
guys?
bringing this damn gangbang shit up. Like, I don't understand.
Do I look like I would have 2 guys?
Oh my god!
I'm not
You
gonna
trying
answer
to
no
be
questions
shady.
like that.
I don't
Listen,
know.
Like,
I feel
Get
like
out of here! Like,
I feel like if you open to everything, then if you open to that, then you open to anything else. Too.
no, that's not
necessarily
true.
Now, there's levels
That's
to
not
shit.
true.
Everybody has their.
Boundaries?
I'm not
Boundary,
open
yes.
to no. I'm not.
So would
Everybody has
your
their
threesome
boundaries.
will it be will it be on video? Would you record it?
I would
I
record
would
it.
record it and delete
For-
it. We
for
all
later?
gonna watch it and
For
delete
later?
it right after.
Would
I
you?
mean-
You
would
can't delete it. You gotta keep
No,
it.
no,
for-
delete
would,
in my
who would
video.
you watch it
Listen,
with? Would you
I'm
watch it
deleting
with
my
your guy,
video.
or
Me
would
and
you
my
watch?
boyfriend will watch it. Me
So
and
now,
my man will watch
so now
it.
you giving flashbacks of her.
If that's what you want to say, ain't no flashbacks because we
Yeah.
might want to do it again. Fuck, like who
Is it
knows?
flashback?
We
He
probably
he'd
enjoy it.
like,
Will
let
it
me
be
try her
something we
without
do?
her.
Yeah.
No, he not gonna do that.
We
That's
don't.
not
We
gonna
don't
happen.
know.
Listen, well, if he do, I guess
know.
whatever. I can't control that,
It's
right?
happened.
It
I
is
mean,
what it
I
is.
personally, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that with
I
my man.
know that somebody
I
where
could
it
do it because
happened.
I've seen
With the
I
random.
know
You could do it with a
several-
random?
No, I said if I have a friend that I'm dealing with or whatever, even maybe a friends with benefits situation. That's not that I don't plan on being my man or my husband. Okay, cool. I don't think I can do it with my man or husband. Like
Random.
Right, and that's
random.
okay.
Random
I'm
question.
saying.
That's okay.
One night stands.
I'm
Oh,
not.
I've done
I,
that.
no.
A lot. How many?
twice.
How many?
I've done that.
Me?
Yeah.
None.
She said me.
None?
A
One
one
night-
night stand.
One night stands.
Oh.
How was
And
that
I'm not
experience?
lying
How was
because
that
from the
experience?
It was
time
cool.
I've
Actually-
only been in
One of them, we kept in contact for like a whole year. Like we were still because he lived out
That's
of
not a
town.
one night
That-
stand.
It is
That's
a one.
not-
It was 'cause we
Oh,
never.
that's
seen
That's
each
a
other.
long term. That's a long distance
It was
relationship.
supposed to be. That's what it was.
I don't know. From the
we
time
kept
I was
in contact.
One
and
night
then the
stand is
other
like,
one
I
was
never
just
speak
I
to
never
you
speak to you
again.
again. I wouldn't even know.
I don't even got your
mean,
phone
right.
number.
So from the age of 18 to now, almost 40.
You never had a one night stand.
No,
So
I've
what
been in
about before
relationships.
18?
I've been with my kid's
What
father.
about before 18?
I didn't have a one night stand.
Oh, I'm just asking. You
I
put
had a
parameter
boy.
like
I'm
18.
just
said it from, like,
well. I'm
So
just
hold on,
saying,
17?
like, what the average girl from the age of 18 to 40, you would think that they've been in how many relationships?
A lot.
A lot, right? I've
Yeah.
only
7.
been. Well, see, and I haven't even. I'm
How
only
many
on my
have you
5th
been
relationship.
On your fifth relationship.
I feel like a whole.
Okay.
I've
How
been
many-
with my kid's
I've had
father.
mad
Yeah,
one-night
I've only been.
stands.
We
I'm
had this
only
conversation
on my, right, and I'm
before.
only on my 5th
We
relationship.
had this
Three
conversation
bitches.
before, and I said 5. I said it between the age of 18 to I said
From
30,
the 18
I said
to
35.
40,
I didn't
well,
go
I'll
to-
be
I
40.
didn't go to 40. I said 35, and I said she probably been in like at least 5, at least.
No,
So
and
we're gonna
I'm
promote
just
Sweet and
working on-
Vicious. If you want to have a
If-
one night
Oh
stand,
my
a
God.
threesome,
Yeah, I just
threesome,
love
or
this
anything
spot.
like that,
If
just
you
go
want
to Sweet and
if you want to
Vicious.
have
It's really
like that,
easy.
what they said that frat type,
I've
that
been
frat
in-
That
but my-
type
frat
of party.
type of-
Because I
Yeah.
almost had a
Yeah.
one night stand at 4:00 in the
my
afternoon
God.
just
Today,
now.
yeah, but you was
Midday.
There you go.
that, we
you
love
go.
him. That
Midday,
yeah,
right.
right?
He was like, all right.
But that's
But
what
you
you're
gotta
supposed to do.
understand, I've been with my kid's father, one for 6.5 years, the other one 7. So I've been
You
in
never cheated on them?
relationships. Never cheated. Honestly, never
I've never
cheated.
cheated in a relationship either.
Never cheated.
I said,
The-
I'll leave before
So
I cheat
hold on,
on
hold
you.
on.
Right,
So you
I've
never
never
was
cheated.
texting another guy.
Cheated means
I
It's not
thought
cheating.
about
cheat. Yeah, it is. Cheating
Hold
is
on.
No, it doesn't. It
anything.
depends
No,
on
it
what y'all
doesn't.
talking about.
You wasn't-
No, it does
you wasn't
not.
texting
With
another
no
guy.
intention on fucking hanging out. Never went out on a date.
So you
nothing.
never said a guy never said,
She's
hey,
adamant.
let's link
no,
up.
No, Listen, I
No?
text another guy.
texting while
my-
I was in my relationship. No.
My
So
last.
if a guy hit you up and said that, what you would have said?
No.
What you would've done?
My
I have a man,
relationship
and
from
you
my
know that.
ex.
I'm in a relationship with my child's father. We live together, and I'm content. No.
All right. So my
I've never
relationship
had it go
with my
there.
ex, I did
I think y'all about to
entertain
beat
text
us up when we
messaging,
finish.
but I
What?
did not go any further than text, and that was only because he
But
cheated.
cheating is anything
He
you can't do
cheated.
in front of the other person openly.
No.
And I
My
could sit
opinion.
there and
What's
say,
your
like,
definition of
You
cheating?
screwing her.
That's my
it.
opinion. It's like
No.
anything you can't openly do in front of the other
I
person.
believe that.
There you
I
go.
believe that.
There's,
You-
there-
it
there's
may-
some
all right, so
things
if you
might
wanna
be more
consider
severe
that as
than
a form
others.
of cheating, but physically cheating, kissing,
I mean,
and
physically
touching
is-
another man.
that's
and
why I
sleeping
said
with
there's
another
levels.
man.
Yes,
There's levels
that's
of
all.
cheating, but I still think
Never.
it's anything you can't openly do.
What's levels?
I've cheated
What-
on every girl I've ever been with.
You
So you're just a cheater.
No,
I-
like,
I'm-
I've
but-
cheated.
Sonny's a
on-
cheater.
No, but
Sonny's a cheater. Yup. Go ahead. No face, no case. My ass.
but I own my truth though.
I
Okay.
guess if that's what you
He,
want.
see how he owned up to that? That's amazing.
That's me being
amazing.
honest. That's why
really
I
Well,
don't have.
And that's what we don't have enough honest men. I feel like if you honest
I
about
did, but
it,
that was
I
old.
respect
Like,
that
I've
more.
never
I'll
had
probably be a little
girlfriends.
hurt, but at least if you honest,
But
I
I told
think-
girls now like it's not nothing.
I
Like,
think when you're
What?
younger, you start cheating. You cheat a little more. I think the older guys that cheating now, I think that's just ridiculous. But when you start cheating from like, if you with your girlfriend, your high school sweetheart, you cheating on her, whatever, and you're dealing with other girls in your 20s, whatever. That's fine.
you're still learning who you
You're
are
still
when
learning
you're cheating.
yourself
I
as a
understand.
person.
You're
So
saying
when
that
you
you're
get into
still-
that
right.
peak at 30,
Knowing what
at
you
30
want.
years old, you start reflecting like, wow, is this something I really want
Right.
to do?
You shouldn't be playing with people after
Exactly,
a certain age.
because
Yes,
you playing
that
with
I
certain,
totally
you
believe.
playing
right
with
after a
emotions.
certain age, you shouldn't be playing with nobody feelings.
Because
Forties,
women are
fifties,
so
Right.
emotional.
Even like
Well,
late
men
30s,
are
I feel
emotional
like.
too.
Men are.
I
I
would
just
say
feel
that men are
like
emotional
y'all
too.
trying
I just feel like
show
in
it,
your
but y'all
30s and
actions
40s,
show
you
it.
should know what you
I
want.
wouldn't say
and if
emotional.
the woman's
Men are
not
more-
giving you what you want,
Then
then
let it
fucking
go.
I wouldn't call it
Emotional.
emotional.
They
Men
not
are more
emotional.
temperamental.
I feel like
than
you know what it is
emotional.
with
They
men?
can be
I feel like
emotional.
y'all
It
always want to
depending
have
on who.
somebody to fall back on. Y'all always want something just there, no matter what.
Nah, I don't care about nobody being there. I'm
That's
not. I'm not that
true.
emotional,
No,
but I am
say that
temperamental. Like I
because I've
take
seen
everything
relationships
like.
where men are truly unhappy, but they'll stay with the bitch and just be chilling on her left and right. Why? Just leave.
Oh no!
Why?
See, no.
Why?
Right.
Just
See,
leave.
if
I
you
don't
do-
deal with
stick
like once I don't
around,
like you,
'cause
I'm
you
gonna
know
show
she's
you
always
I don't
gonna
like
be
you because
right
I don't like
there.
people anyway.
That's-
So it's like
right. So
if I like you, you should be happy I like you. But once I don't like you, you will know. Like
That I
So
don't-
none of y'all
right.
don't have no female in the cut that you know that you could go back to anytime.
go back.
Who you
nah.
Like,
asking?
she would
Who you-
always.
oh,
she'd
you
always
asking him
be
that
there.
Now there's
question.
girls that's always
I'm
there,
asking
but we're
him
not
that.
together. Where it's like we're together and I'm cheating
But
on
I
you.
think
It's like
in a-
there's girls that I know if I call them and be like, let's do X Y Z
It's
or
a
come do it, they're
comfortable
gonna do that.
But
Because-
in a relationship,
because
you
you get-
know if if that
Yeah.
other person that you know if you'll know if they into you still, and
Yeah.
if they're cheating, if they
Yeah,
don't want to
like,
be
when
around
I don't
you.
like you, I
That's
get
true.
annoyed.
Time-
The girl could be like,
like,
hey,
yeah,
how you
'cause if
been?
I'm
I'm
not
like,
into
don't touch
you
me.
and I'm
especially
cheating,
if we've been
you'll
together for a
know
long
the
time, you know
detachment will
people-
be
right,
there.
it'll be there.
It will
That's
be
very
there.
true.
You can't fake your feelings and
That's
emotions.
very true.
At least I can't. So I can't. So
What's crazy is that you.
and the thing about me is like I'm very emotional. So when I'm in a relationship, that person I'm in a relationship with, I'm so into them. Everything is
All
about
them.
them.
Yeah,
Everything
you
is
don't see
about
nobody
them.
else. That's how you won't see nobody.
Between my kids and them come first. That's it. Anybody else fall behind.
Listen, men cheat, women cheat.
I didn't say that they don't.
Women
do.
cheat for everybody cheat for different
But you
reasons.
have
though, like I
some
said.
women that don't cheat, and you have some men that don't cheat.
That too.
Whether it's a small percentage,
Whatever the
percentage
percentage
or
No,
is,
it's
they are out
you
there
do-
I can
It's
say I
there.
can say that's like a 15%
of
of
men.
women and men that don't cheat.
I don't know. Where the hell you get your numbers
Yeah,
from?
I don't know about that.
That's
Damn.
a low
You
nu-
know
it's
you
a-
can't go with
It's
his
not
numbers.
even the 30s. Or
How you
That's a
go
low
15% for both of us?
15% of
It makes no
everybody?
sense.
It's a low.
I don't
number.
know about that.
Right.
That's low. That's real
That's
low.
not.
It's a low.
I think because
but it's
most
a
people are
productive
when you
number.
listen. It's not a productive number.
15%.
It's
That's
not.
Which
You
one, hot?
can't
That's
say
real
that.
low.
20,
No.
15. See, I just went back
No,
down.
You don't even know. And I think what it is you most
I
men
say-
and women they cheat because you look at your previous
30.
you look at how you're raised.
I say
like
30%.
30%.
Look at
Stop
how
making
you're
up
raised.
numbers.
I'm saying I'm gonna
It's
give a
depending
percentage.
on your household.
I'm gonna give a
Depending on your
percentage.
household, because I feel like my household kind of affects how I view marriage a little bit.
In
Yeah.
my household, I view it differently. That's why, like, I've been in a household from young, like, they're married. My parents are
Mhm.
married.
You're still together?
Yeah,
Oh
married.
my God, that's
It's,
amazing.
it's married. So everything
That's
was
nice.
family oriented.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So everything is all about
Man, I know.
relationships. So I know as a woman, what most women won't agree with me is I'm kind of more old school in my relationships.
Mhm. In terms of
I believe your man, you're supposed to treat him like he's a man
he's
at
king.
all times.
like King.
Like a
But
king.
I
If that's what
agree
you
with
want to
that
call
too.
like a king.
I will cater to you.
Right,
and
I'm
treat
gonna
you as
cater
best as I
right.
can, as long as I
And
feel
I
like
feel
it's
that
being
some
reciprocated.
women are not submissive
At all.
to their men.
At all. True.
And you should be to a certain extent.
To
You
a certain
should be.
extent.
Some women like, nobody can't tell me what to do. They not my father. We know that he's not your father.
Right. But it's about a respect.
But it's about
or
a relationship,
Mhm.
him being a man,
compromise.
allowing him being a man. Like some people don't believe. Like I asked this question before. In your household, you have your husband, your kids, and when you cook dinner, who do you believe supposed to eat first at that dinner table?
All right.
The kids or your husband?
I think the husband supposed to.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, the
First.
husband's supposed to eat
Right.
first.
We go.
I didn't understand that question before when it was asked me. I said,
Mhm.
"Why would you feed the kids first?" But then I had to
got-
understand the
I
question.
got into
We
a
going-
whole
Right.
situation about that. Who comes first, the kids or the man?
We going.
And one of my homegirls was like, "My kid comes first, no matter what." Da, 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 da."
Right, and it's not
It was
the
like a
thing,
whole
right.
big thing.
We're gonna
Yeah.
introduce that. We're gonna introduce our guest real quick. Bang bang. Welcome, man. What's up, man?
What's going on? What's going on?
Hi.
H2O. Yeah, I'm out here.
H2O.
Yeah.
And he ain't got no water here.
I know, I'm
We
sorry.
got water in the
and
back.
it's hot.
And it's hot as hell.
That's one more right there if you
Yeah.
want.
We
it.
just on
It's warm,
water.
though.
Shit,
Oh, look,
what's
yeah.
good, man?
I'm sorry, we was in a heated conversation
Yeah, I
and
saw that.
everything,
I
and
saw
it
that.
was
Walked
like
in,
we,
I was like,
Yeah.
we always in the heat
Intense.
of an intense conversation where
because we don't agree on pretty much nothing.
you're not supposed to agree. Life is not about agreeing.
It's
Yeah.
not.
It's
not.
about
You got to be able
Having
to
your own
view
de-
both sides.
having your own opinion
Mhm.
and being strong about your opinions.
That's a
True
fact.
That's what you're supposed to be going through.
True
That's
indeed.
a fact. That's a definite fact. You know, everybody has their own opinion. You know, I always say you can't make somebody else do something they don't want to do. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can't
There
do
you
it.
go.
It's impossible.
Definitely.
You know what
So
I mean?
just shut up and disagree.
right?
Right?
Or you could disagree quietly. You know what I mean?
Listen.
In a corner.
Be-
Agree to disagree.
I say that all the time.
That's what real conversations.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
What's up, man? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. All is well. You know, I'm blessed. Been running around. Sorry for being
let
late. man.
let the
It's-
people know what you got going on.
Okay. Well, first off, my name is Harron Hargrave, AKA H2O. I got that nickname from playing in street ball. You know,
Okay.
played pro ball overseas, D1, Sacramento State. You know, yeah. When I came back, I started playing street ball in New York City. You know what I'm saying? That was the next thing to do. You know, it wasn't really anything else. And once you graduate college and you're playing overseas, it's like where else to play besides, you know, here in New York. It's a lot. That's the big thing out here in New York.
What made you want to go to
California?
California and play college ball out there
Instead
instead of
here in New York.
not even here in New York?
Yeah.
but, you know,
Well, it was I got a scholarship first
scholarship
and foremost.
first
So, you
and
know,
foremost. Shout out to that.
I was able to play and reach my goals of playing Division I basketball. So,
Okay.
you know, it was a long journey. It wasn't like I just went straight from, you know, high school and
school
went
to
right
college.
to right to D1. I went the junior college route. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I went to
I
junior
think
college.
a lot of people started doing that, like not most recently, but like a couple years ago, started going to like they go to like a D3 school or something like that.
Well, I don't know if someone went to D3 and then made it to D1, but yeah, I don't know. But junior college is
shout out to the junior college.
shout out to all the junior
Right.
colleges. You know, it's because I didn't have good grades in high school. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
like
there you
I
go.
played ball and I knew I had to pass my classes in order to play basketball. So that was my motivation, was to go to class,
Right.
pass my classes, so I can play basketball.
Right.
You know, everybody has their own motivation, and that was mine. So
Okay.
ball was my
I mean,
ball is something that
hey,
kept
it
me.
helped.
Yeah, it helped. It definitely helped. It was something that kept me on track. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And not get
You know,
distracted
right,
from in the
right,
streets and everything.
Yeah.
That's
So,
the most important thing.
Yeah, I did that. Played Division 1. Played overseas.
How was it playing overseas though?
That was dope.
Where'd you play?
I played in Romania. I played in Hungary,
Oh, okay.
China.
Shout out to
Dominican
China
Republic.
because
Nice.
Marbury is
Yeah,
like
he's
king
like a
out
legend.
there.
He's the guy.
King.
over
Shout out
there.
to Marbury.
Wow.
Y'all
He
know
got a
about
statue.
Marbury, right?
Yes, we do.
Stephon Marbury, you got a
Yes.
statue and everything
That's
out there.
what's up.
They
So,
should bring that statue to
What
Coney
was-
Island.
Put it right on the boardwalk, right,
Right.
boom, right in front of Nathan's,
Right there. Right there.
That'd be dope.
What
That'd
was
be
your
dope.
favorite country?
Well, I didn't play there, but I visited Italy, Rome,
Okay.
Italy,
Oh, nice.
and I was there, and it was pretty good. On we had like a week off, and it was
Oh,
so
that's
much
nice.
cheaper to travel while you're already in Europe.
Right.
So
Mhm.
I did that. You know what I'm saying? I saw the St. Patrick's Cathedral. I saw the Vatican. I was able to see the Colosseum.
Shout out to the Pope.
Yeah, shout out to the Pope. I saw the Pope and all that.
Shout
You know
out
what
to
I
the
mean?
Pope.
I don't know which one at the time. I can't remember.
It's like
but
1,000
I,
of them.
I
though.
saw
It's
him.
like-
I saw
Well,
that
hold
one.
on, hold on. It's like one every, because I think one have to die off. so
Yeah, it's like
another
a
For
one.
the
lot of-
next to come in.
Yeah,
Next to
so-
come in. Damn, that shit is hard to
Sometimes
get in.
it's a
It's-
lot of-
yeah.
I wonder, like, do you gotta like
you got to study your whole life.
you gotta study and then they gotta do like a resume or
Yeah.
something like
You
that.
know what I'm saying? See if you
Apply
ever did,
online. They probably apply online.
you ever
too.
did some non-Pope stuff.
Stop it.
what things have you done? Haven't you done?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Some non-Pope
yeah,
stuff,
like,
you know?
Some non-Pope stuff.
See if you did some crazy stuff. But how much crazy things can you do?
I don't
you know,
even
as a
know.
Pope?
I see that you got a couple events. You got you do celebrity basketball joints too.
Oh yeah, I do.
So tell us
Where
about
at?
that too.
So
'Cause they
Yeah,
we
we
all
wanna
want to
know.
go. We all want to
Oh
go.
yeah, it's gonna be
Like,
crazy. It's
I
gonna be
want to
crazy.
play though. That's different.
I don't
mean,
even
the-
know
the-
about him
no,
playing.
I mean,
We can just go and
and
Yeah,
network
all right.
and
Yeah.
do all that.
Anyway,
It's gonna be pretty.
we want to go, but I don't know about him playing.
I just jumped to it, right? I
Yeah,
just
nah,
wanna play.
it's all good. You know what I mean? Maybe next year. You know
Next
what I'm saying?
year, yeah,
because
we-
the
we're getting
rosters
ready for next year.
rosters is kind of full this year.
Okay. So where do you
And-
do it at?
Triple double.
This year, this is the 4th annual Ballin for Peace celebrity charity basketball game. This year we implemented the New York Knicks are going to be doing a free basketball clinic for the kids before the event starts from 2:00 to
Oh,
3:30.
Okay.
I used to work with the Knicks, used to do little camps and everything like that. So
Okay.
they owe it to me. So
Nice.
shout out to them anyway.
Aw.
But
Shout out to the Knicks.
so and then we have a youth game. My AAU team that I coach and train and stuff will be playing against another AAU team, travel ball team. And then we have a slam dunk contest. We have some of the best dunkers in the world coming in to dunk. And
Is
we
it
have
regular? Is the rims regular?
regular size.
So,
So
you
yeah,
trying to make sure.
we're not doing the baby dunk. You know what I'm saying?
Because
So-
if
so
you was
you
doing a
can't-
baby,
you
then I
can't.
would have came in.
Then you
like-
could hang. You probably do like bang,
And
and then hanging
jacket.
off them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't worry
that
about it.
would've
Hold on,
been
can I
dope.
play against the kids though?
Excuse me.
I mean, shave all this off.
Yeah, you
Then
got
maybe
you got
you
to shave all that. Yeah, you put me in a tough spot, brother. Yeah, sure. Yeah. And I have parents and everything. What is this grown man
Yeah.
doing to my child?
Right.
Like, you know, so
I
let's try.
I like the charity though. I think that's dope, man.
Yeah. So
That's
yeah,
dope,
it's my way of giving back. My message is peace through sports.
man. Okay.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So everybody has their own way of giving back. This would be my way of giving back, and you know, it's a blessing to to have this, to be the leader of the peace movement. You know what I mean? And in my way, you know, I'm not for all the rallies and everything because I don't really feel what they really do, or what you
Right.
know. My way is, you know, at least
Doesn't get
have
them.
fun doing it.
So
you
you
know?
don't agree with
true.
the black what is it?
Black Lives
I
Matter.
don't
Black
say I
Lives
don't
Matter
agree
movement?
with it. I just
Do
say
you just feel like that way
that
is
way
not
is-
the best way?
yeah. I mean, is it fun? Is it getting anything
what's
done?
happening?
Right.
Well, they
You
did
know?
a lot in Sacramento. I think they pay. I think a lot of when that gentleman what's his name? I'm sorry.
Stephon Clark.
Stephon Clark got murdered.
Mm-hmm.
They did a lot in that community
Mhm.
around that time.
In that
Yeah.
community.
So they do some, but I feel like
But what is the
same as you. Like
overall-
I feel like
This is just
Is
my
good.
way of giving back, you know.
Yeah.
And my
And I
way,
think that's good,
You know,
though, man. I
everybody
really
had.
do.
I played sports my whole life, played basketball, and I feel like that's, you know, it could how to get people together.
that connects the
Right.
community
Sports,
too.
yeah.
Man. Yeah.
That's
Peace.
a comment, yeah.
Sports and music and
You can't go
dancing, and
wrong.
is, you know, I'm honoring one of my mentors. I've been playing. He had a tournament since I was like 8 years old. It's called Bass. Mr. Charles Coleman. I'm honoring him while he's alive. Like, you know what I mean? People
Right.
do these things when people
when
pass
they
away,
right.
and have scholarships after them. Like,
I think
let them
that's
smell the
bad.
roses.
That's
Like,
true. Right.
Do it
That's
when they're
dope that
alive,
you're doing it
so
while
they
he's
can
alive.
actually
Right.
see, you know,
Right.
and
everything
See,
progress.
he's appreciated.
yeah, appreciate
Right.
it. So
Of
I, you know,
course.
it's one thing you tell somebody, I appreciate you, bro. Like, you
But
know what I
for
mean?
them to
Yeah,
actually
thank you.
see
But
it,
to actually,
yes.
you know, and
That's
we, you know, went down to the local official, got the proclamation and everything, the real, you know,
Nice.
stamp of approval and
Shout out-
everything.
Shout
So
out to
yeah,
that, man. That's dope,
yeah,
man.
Charles Coleman. So that we're gonna be doing that this year. You know, and then we have the celebrity game itself. You know, we have a lot of up and coming celebrities. We have people, a lot of love and hip hop people. You know what I mean, coming out to the game. You know, so it's gonna be real dope. It's gonna be real dope.
Cool.
You can ask me who in a second if you're gonna ask me who, because I
Okay.
gotta go and like so many different names and everything. Maybe you could pull it up on the
On the
IG
thing?
and
Okay.
stuff too, and you
Okay.
could actually
Okay.
see some of the people who's gonna be there.
That's-
Man, listen, I
alright.
think anything you're doing that's positive
Mhm.
is like super dope,
That's
especially
right.
Good.
connect
For
the
the
community, especially for the youth.
For the
Like,
youth, they need to
who's-
see that.
who's missing that? I want to say who's missing that type of figure. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Being
Like
a
you
mentor,
had like the
right.
you had like the like back in the days like the Al Sharpton, right? But then, like,
Yeah,
forget,
you had
like,
you
certain-
had them, you saw them. You know what I mean? Or
but then-
you,
but then you forget that like the people that's coming up now, like the younger.
who are they?
They're not gonna understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not gonna
understanding
understand that.
the movement
Mhm.
and the you trying to incorporate peace into ball,
Yeah.
into music, into everything, and
That's a
trying
fact.
to just have something that's everybody can like gel to.
Try to make peace cool. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's my thing. I'm trying to make peace
In a
cool,
way that's
like,
relatable.
and relatable to
Yeah.
everyone. You know what I mean? With their music and
Any
And,
performances you're gonna have during the
I got my
halftime
boy
things?
Graf from Love and Hip Hop. He's on Love and Hip Hop New York. I have Sexy Lexi. She'll be
Okay.
performing. Nia Lee's gonna be
Okay.
one of the
Nice,
coaches.
she was okay.
Yeah, oh,
We
Sexy
interviewed
Lexi.
her.
Yeah.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's coming out. She's
Okay.
actually on the page. You can see it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she'll be coming out. You know, we had a couple other performances that we have. We have youth performances as well.
Okay, dope.
So we got a couple
Okay.
artists flying in.
Nice.
Got some even talent basketball players flying in from like California, Ohio,
Mhm.
just to play in the
Dope.
game and stuff. So
Right.
shout out to them too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean, for
hell
seeing
yeah.
the movement and reaching out and
Yeah.
wanting to be a part of the of change. You know what I mean?
It's dope when everybody can come together. Though.
Yeah, and I tell them all too, you know, because they donate their celebrity. I say, like, you know, people who donate money, people donate.
Right.
You're donating your likeness. You know what I mean,
Right.
to an event,
It's an
and
event
that's positive.
People cater
You know.
to that. They
Mhm.
see it.
You said what the event is at too. You said where it's gonna be at. What?
Oh, it's gonna be at Elm Core Recreation Center in Queens, New York.
Okay.
It's 107-20 Northern Boulevard,
Okay.
Queens, Corona, Queens, New
Corona,
York.
Queens.
It's right by where the Mets play, and right by LaGuardia Airport over there.
City Field.
So it's back in the days we used to have I have it there because one, when I had it, the first one I had at Baruch College.
Okay.
It's pretty
Okay.
big, but packed out. Then I had it at York College. Then
Nice.
the following year I was gonna have it at St. John's University, and I was partnering up with some people there and stuff. And but a month before the event, they hit me up and said they couldn't do it. They couldn't do the event no more. Like I was like, whoa,
Like, wow,
what do you,
that's
what do you,
crazy.
I mean,
Like a
you know, I
month
have
before.
Yeah.
kids
Everything
busing
lined up.
in and everything.
Everything
Like,
was.
what's
Wow.
so it was, man, that was like a
Hectic. That would be
nightmare that
crazy.
happened last year. And so I took it to Elmcore, where that's a legendary basketball spot where I used to play ball at when I was in high school, and they used to have like the Martin Luther King Classics there.
Okay.
And with the PSAL, and I remembered that, and I reached out to them like, yeah, sure, like, you know, it's a community center, like
That's
that's
good.
what, you know,
Right.
and it holds
Comes
about
full circle.
about
Mhm.
1,200 to 1,000 people there. So it would be dope, you know what I mean? And they like helped me in a time of need. And I was last year I was going all over to different city councilmen and stuff, trying to get them to like say like, why can I have my peace event? Like, you know,
Right.
what's going on? I'm
Yeah.
fighting with the community, trying to like,
That's
you know,
crazy.
make it happen. And it was just like, it was like I felt it felt really awkward that, you know, people, you're doing something real positive and
right,
and they
they're
just-
fighting you
Right.
on it,
Yeah.
like, or not fighting you, but it's like they don't really
They
care,
don't
like,
see
you know what I'm
the-
saying?
Right.
So
And that's one thing that I hate when you try to do something
positive, right.
positive and people will just like knock it down or act like it doesn't exist,
yeah,
right? And that's fucked up because
Yeah.
it leaves you to the point where you at a moment where like, damn, like all I did, all I'm trying to do it's getting like
It's-
washed away.
Yeah.
Right.
Like thrown
It left a bad taste in my
Yeah.
mouth as far as some of these people who are in higher powers to actually get things done. I feel like I'm like an independent party, like you know what I mean, in the peace movement. But it is what it is. Like I won't go back to those people
Right,
for
now you
anything,
know.
for
Future.
anything that I
Yeah.
need. So
Right.
and they know who they are. So it doesn't
That's
really
what it
matter.
is,
You
yeah.
know, I'll be the Lone Ranger pushing this.
You
You know.
all right. So before we close, just give me your Instagram handle.
Okay, you can follow me at my personal Instagram is H2O5. That's the letter O. Not the
I hate
not
when people
zero.
get confused.
Zero,
Yeah,
the
like because
number.
the people you're not popping up. Yeah, because you're not putting it right. Like so,
Right.
H2O5, and then you can follow Ballin for Peace, BALLIN, the number 4 and the word peace. Follow my H2O basketball, and that's pretty much that for the gram.
What you're doing is great.
What
Keep
you're
it
doing
up,
is
man.
dope.
Amazing.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Keep doing it, and don't let anybody set you back.
That's a
or
fact.
any person or any organization set you back from
Yeah.
doing what you're doing because it's positive. Something to say? Huh? Say?
Keep doing your
I mean,
thing.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm gonna bring you guys some tickets too.
That's
so
what I
y'all
was gonna
y'all
say,
can,
so-
Right, that'd be
y'all
nice.
can even give them out on the show. We got 2 more weeks to the show time.
there you go. You hear that, people? We giving
giving tickets out.
away,
Y'all can
Yes.
have a question or something like that, and
And
the winner gets them. Don't
something.
keep them
gonna
for
do it.
yourself.
We
Like,
I'm gonna keep my tickets
Hand
for
them
myself.
out.
No, I'm just joking.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Definitely, we're gonna give them out because that's what it's about. Because
Mhm.
we definitely want to
awareness.
give, and
right.
peace is important to
That's a
us.
fact.
man.
That's a fact. It's not enough of it going on. You know what I
Definitely
mean?
not.
You know,
man.
I relate it
Especially
to.
right now.
Yeah.
I relate it to church. It's like, some people they go to church, some people don't go to church, and it's like when you can make people like the church I go to Hillsong Church, and people say like it's the cool church, right? So people make it seem like at the end of the day, if it's the cool church, it's a trendy church, people they're still going to church.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
They're
Like,
still
Exactly.
let them just go to church.
Yeah,
Let
go
them
to
go to
church.
church.
You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
else
So-
has a
Right.
negative connotation towards anything. Like it's
Mhm.
always gonna be but.
Yeah.
So
right.
you
That
know,
happens.
Yeah.
people go to church.
Yeah.
But as we close, man, listen, Real Conversations. This is episode 35 or 6. Listen,
35.
it's
or
a number
6.
out there, and we just appreciate everybody from listening from 1 to the 30s, high 30s. Shout out to Real Conversations. Everybody else, peace.
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 Hey.